Alright, I'm gonna have to try this one a second time. It wants to tell me it's out of storage, but why did it let me do the last two? I deleted them. Shit. Anyways, Peter Murphy cuts you up. 1990. Um, these, this one gets a little deeper. Peter Murphy was the singer of Bauhaus back in the late 70s, early 80s. You know, big name in the gothic scene or whatever. So anyways, again, we're talking about the path here, and as opposed to a kingdom, we're talking about gold, and talking a lot about spirit and how this stuff can kick your ass as it raises you up and makes you feel awesome. So we're also dealing with a study in yin and yang here, and let's go ahead and get to it. I chose this one because it has a video and the lyrics. And I do like this song. I feel like I have to pause it once in a while. So I find you in the morning after dreams of distant signs, which, you know, to me, I would relate that to myself as seeing the symbols. It is very dreamlike, and it really is like living on a whole nother planet. It's crazy stuff. And of course, you have to have the sun and the morning, and you know who you're gonna find in the morning, right? The Son of God. That spirit flows like water or like sun through the blinds. And it's interesting that he uses the word blind, right? Like you can't see until the sun comes through. Also, the blinds are on the windows, and the windows in these songs usually are our eyes, okay? Alright. Lift me up, right? We're talking about going high again. Alright, towards that temple, up. Okay. Keep me walking. We're talking about that path again, just like old Edwin was in 25 miles. Okay, you keep me walking but never shout. So we're talking about a harsh teacher, but a gentle teacher. You know, he's, he might call you a dumbass, but he's not going to yell at you, you know. Think Red Foreman, kind of. He loves you, alright? That teacher loves you. He, she, however you want to do. Okay. And when you have a sun, you might as well have a moon too, and get your yin and yang on, right? Hold the secret close, I hear you say, okay? And yeah, you don't just give this stuff away to everybody, blow your cover. You'll make life real hard for yourself. It's a slippery slope. Even making these videos, how you share this stuff, teach this stuff, preach this stuff. You know, it's, I certainly don't know everything, damn it, you know? So, I can give you my translation and what I see repeated over and over again in these things. And, yeah, everyone seems to have a slight personal variance on it, you know? A little variety. And, that's great, you know? And it's cool to trade, speculations and learnings, findings, okay? But, yeah, you give this stuff away to people too much, and they're just gonna shit on it. And get rid of you, as Mac would say, right? Have to flash that one eye, and we know the way it twists and turns, alright? changing colors, spinning yarns. We're talking about chakra stuff, right? Or it's going back and forth from red, blue, up to purple, through yellow, orange, green, all that, okay? Spinning yarns, it's, you know, these stories that we learn from, these yarns that are spun, and all the ways it goes, all the branches that, just grow out of this weird base of information, right? It leaves you dry. Okay, so there's something not always satisfying because there's always more to know. We're never gonna know it all. Okay, and if there is a final destination, man, are we gonna live long enough to see it? Are we gonna come back to try to do it again? There's just mysteries that I guess I'll say most of us will never know, right? Maybe somebody knows. When it takes you high and it's cutting you up, man, this stuff can kick your ass. Your ego will take such a beating when you realize how blind you've been and how you just have never noticed anything. Anything. Like, these songs are the tip of the iceberg. I'm talking about everything is not what it seemed. A lie, a half truth, just totally something different that you never imagined. Everything takes on a whole new aspect or aspects. You know the way it's painted gold. Is it honey? Is it gold? Okay, so the yellow brick road, alright? You know the way it's painted gold. Alright, talking about getting through those colors that he was talking about. Following that rainbow. Is it honey? When we're talking about honey, we're talking about the sweet stuff, okay? Like pineal juice, okay? Or the oil, which I guess oil's not sweet, but think Winnie the Pooh and his honey pot, alright? The sweet stuff, spirit, the land of milk and honey. It's in a lot of songs, alright? Apple, peaches, pumpkin pie. Yeah, sugar, sugar. Sugar Shack. I could start naming all kinds of songs. It takes you in and spits you out. Yin and yang. And yeah, we're talking about inside and outside of us. Two totally different dimensions. Two totally different places. And the little background guy says, "Cuts you up." He's running through the trees, through the forest, through good and evil, finding the path through the trees. With the sun watching over the whole thing. On and on it goes. Better pause that shit. Yeah, there's some music for a minute. You gotta get your one eye in there, and your water. It's spirit, straight up. I love the buff black violin player. He's awesome. He is the yang to Peter Murphy's yin here. A skinny white dude, buff black dude. Excellent. One eye in the sun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned the call in the Edwin Starr video, right? Calling like a distant wind, so he hears this voice telling him to come on. Come on already, right? Answering the call. We're going to see that quite a bit. Through the 0 hour we'll walk. Okay, so we're going where time doesn't exist, right? That's where we're walking to. We'll cut the thick and break the thin. So we're going to use a tool and cut, and then we're going to break with no tool. So there's a yin and a yang, and then the thick and thin, of course, is yin and yang. And when we're looking at yin and yangs, at least the way I look at it is that we have a gateway, kind of, okay? So we're learning to master both extremes, right? No moment's clear when all the doubts are crystal clear. So we can see when we poke our eyes out, right? Lights out. You know, then so many things become crystal clear. And there's our 33 in this song, okay? CC. Crashing hard into the secret wind. So when we start getting into this stuff and start to wake up a little bit, man, yeah, it is kind of like a hurricane hits you, man. You do crash hard. You know, it's quite the trip, and yeah, it's like getting whammed like a motherfucker, like jumping off a bridge and hitting that water hard, you know. Yin and yang. So it spits you out. What did he say? It takes you in and spits you out. It spits you out when you desire to conquer it. Okay, so you try to get over on God, you're gonna get beat hard. You're gonna take a fall like a mother. To feel you're higher. You try to go too high and think you're better than everyone else, then we get into Lucifer territory and it's time to fall, right? So he says to follow it, you must be clean, alright? So we gotta obviously keep those thoughts clean. Do not succumb to all the extra temptations that make us beasts. We all do it. We all can't help it. It's part of life. It's part of spirit. It's part of the whole thing, you know. But you just can't let it rule you, you know. Or you you could try anyways. With mistakes that you do mean. So yeah, we're gonna fuck up. That's what I'm saying. You know, Jack Tripper, man, he's gonna make mistakes. Move the heart and switch the pace. So let's do things different way. Let's think about what do we love and why do we love it? What do we think love is? Or what have we thought love is our whole lives? And what are we finding out is different? Look for what seems out of place. Well, nothing's quite right, is it? And we all know it. Whether we decide to actually confront it is a different story, right? It's a lot of work to realize how stupid you've been. What a ding-dong dumbass you are, you know? Or I am. How about I'll say I am. See the birdie. It's okay. There's our 666. Yeah. So anyway, that was Peter Murphy. I think that one turned out quite nice. Let's watch it and see what happens. I hope you guys are enjoying my little music video symbolism extravaganzas, and I hope everyone's having a good day. I guess, who knows? You could see me again today. Take it easy.